Alright, guys. Finished Heir to the Empire. Timothy Zahn. Amazing. It was quite a journey. And I want to talk about it right now. And I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. And if you don't know what this is, it is basically in a sequel trilogy of books that came out in the 90s that kind of deal with 5 years after, around the time of The Mandalorian takes place in canon. But I've been getting so much into Legends, like just the videos, and this is my first Legends novel. I plan to read the rest of the trilogy. The Dark Force Rising, I want to plan to finish it this month, and then The Last Command I'm probably going to finish after I read Shadow Rising. And then I want to read Plagueis, Kenobi, Vector Prime. I can go on, and my last video is all about that, so you can check that out if you want to know what Legends is and how I plan to get into it, because I'm new to it. I'm new to it as well, so I was trying to get into it and see how I got into it. And I should reveal how I got into it. But Heir to the Empire is the first book I read. It's kind of the recommended first novel. It's by Timothy Zahn. He made like military science fiction, and that's perfect for Star Wars. And he made a masterpiece of this. And a lot of it was about nostalgia, and I don't really care because I love it. Like, there would be, like, random memory cuts. Oh, I remember when this happened in the original trilogy, but it kind of felt like a little bit more forced for that in those matters. But that was around my only criticism for it. Like, it did an amazing job with, hey, this happened in the future. This happened in the past, but here's the new thing. That's the new thing, and then, like, it's not like, oh, we brought the Emperor back. Rise of Skywalker. But, like, it's like a new, it's still the Empire, but it's not the Empire we know. It's Pelion and Thrawn's Empire. It's much different, and they're trying to get the Empire to win, and it kind of feels like, oh, they could still win. Like, it's an amazing book, and I think it did amazing. A lot of it, until the end, was a lot of, like, just nostalgia, but you can see a storyline starting to form. And I will say that these covers are, like, the best covers ever. Like, I love how, all of these covers, I love how it's just, like, this is what I want from a cover right now in these new, what's it called? The new, like, edition covers. So, it's very detailed, but it's not a picture. Like, it's all, like, let me get you to my app. It's not like a picture, but it's a very detailed artwork. They all make kind of one thing. I love detailed artwork. I don't like simple things. And I just think it's so cool. Look at that. That's cool. And then, these are all my favorites. Of course, the Thrawn trilogy, I love it. It's probably going to be longer because there's more information. But from now on, I'm going to do Legends reviews. My Legends reviews are going to be a little bit shorter than my normal reviews. Mainly because they're just less, like, they're kind of like those small books. There's more than 100 books, and I wouldn't really want to do 15-minute videos on every single one of those 100 books. It's still, I'm trying to lengthen my reviews, but I'm not going to lengthen them for these things. But right now, with the Thrawn trilogy, I'll give it a break. This book was amazing. Any Star Wars fan, if you've watched the original trilogy, I recommend you read this book, because that's all you need to know. It's like, there's no information from any other trilogy, it's just the originals, and that's amazing. And it can get you into Legends. I'm not fully into Legends. I'm not going to give you that advice yet. But this was a great start, and I think it's very promising for the future, and I'm happy on how, like, my first impressions of Legends was a very good one. And right now I'm going to be reading Dark Force Rising, the sequel. I usually try not to read the sequel series back to back, but I'm just going to do it anyway. I need to squeeze one book in before the end of the month. Then I'm going to read the start of the month, what's it called? Shadow Rising by Robert Jordan. So that's my video for today, and I hope you liked it, and you should read Heir to the Empire. But Timothy's on, so see you in the next video.